He said, if you make them feel good, you're good. I said, well, what do you mean? And he went on to tell me that he learned from his father in the restaurant business that if you treat people well, everything else falls into place. And in our business, the restoration business, we were mostly fire and water damage. So if you called us out, you were in trouble. You had 4 feet of water in your house, or you had a fire, or a tree hit your house. So you weren't very happy. So we would go out and we would do the work. And Robert used to say, they don't care how we fix that floor. They don't care how we repair that drywall. We don't get any extra points for that. They expect that. What they care about is how we treat them and how we make them feel. So that's how we built our business. And we built a culture in our company to really emphasize that, not just with me, the marketing person, but with everybody in the company. And that is how we were able to, that's why, it's not exactly how, but that's why we were able to build it from 3 million to 15 million in about a 5-year period. Purple Cow. Has anybody read the book by Seth Godin, The Purple Cow? Nobody? Somebody? Okay. Well, for those of you that haven't, The Purple Cow, imagine you're driving down the road. You're driving down some country road. You see a bunch of cows out in the field. You don't think too much of it. You just keep on going. But if there's a purple cow in that field, whew, your head turns around. So what you want to be is you want to be like the purple cow. Seth Godin says in his book, the purple cow is remarkable. You want to be so different that people remark on you. You want to be totally remarkable. That's the new PC. Instead of politically correct, you want to be the purple cow. So it is all about relationships. It's all about relationships between you and your customers, but it's about relationships between you, too, because you guys can help one another. You can stay in touch via Facebook. You can stay in touch throughout the year and help one another, bounce ideas off of each other. Okay, so how many salespeople do you have? And okay, what did you get? You guys raised your hand back there, Jared and Patrick. How many salespeople? Everybody. They're all salespeople. I don't care if you have just yourself, 2 employees, you have 1,000 employees. If you ask the owner of a company how many salespeople they have, and they say, and they have 3 marketing people, and they say, well, we have 3, they're just totally missing a boat. Everybody in your company is a salesperson. Everybody that ever works for you has to be a salesperson. And Steve was talking about that earlier today. You know, if Pete's sending one of his 8 people out to scoop, they're salespeople for him. You know, they get in a conversation with the homeowner. The homeowner's going out, getting in their car, getting the mail, and they have a little side conversation with Pete's employee. If that person's, you know, kind of like walking around like this, and, oh yeah, how's your job? Oh, it's okay, you know, I don't know, the boss is kind of on my butt. It's not a very good salesperson for you. But if the person is very enthusiastic, I love my job. We're just, you know, I love my boss. I like being outside. I like seeing different customers. I even like the dogs. You know, it's just that person is a salesperson for you. And if it's somebody in the office that's answering the telephones, maybe it's somebody in the office, maybe it's somebody at HomeTask. Maybe it's, I think Sarah pays the bills, right? Sarah pays all the bills. So Sarah has to talk to people. Sarah, I would say, is a salesperson too, because Sarah has the ability, she's having a conversation with somebody, she has the ability to say something that, you know, helps them feel good about the company, and anything that helps them feel good about the company shows the company in a favorable light, and it's just another thing to build the company up. So there are countless, and we're going to talk more about that tomorrow, but there are countless opportunities in a day that go overlooked, that are opportunities to present yourself in a favorable light that will help customers and potential customers see you as somebody they should do business with. And I'm getting close to the end of my time, but I want to tell you a little bit of my story. And I want to tell you this not to break my arm, pat myself on the back, but I want to tell you because I was sort of desperate when I moved out here. I moved out here from Washington, D.C. area. I didn't know anybody. I should take that back. I knew my mother-in-law and my sister-in-law. I knew 2 people in the Seattle area, and I had to go into business for myself. And I live on Fox Island in the woods. So how's anybody ever going to find me? Today, 6 years later, I know probably thousands of people because I made a plan to meet. I joined Chamber of Commerce, I joined Toastmasters, and those 2 groups were my centers of influence and enabled me to expand my network. And it's not that hard to do. It's really not that hard to do. If a dork like me can do it, anybody in this room can do it. And all you got to do is make a decision and set goals. You have to set goals. One of my goals is to meet 2 new people a day. And not just meet 2 new people a day, but to put them in my contact manager, to begin a friendship with them, and begin a long-term relationship with them. So imagine, even if you took off a couple of weeks, if you were to meet 2 new people every day and bring them into your world and really care about them and really build a relationship with them, where would you be a year later? You'd have 300-400 new people in your circle, new potential customers. It's a powerful thing.